My personal favorite, Myotismon.
Yes.
What was your feelings and just why will you play like not an evil character, but more like a good guy?
Hey, Bato is good.
Yeah.
Bato is good. Yeah.
And Myotismon.
Why don't I play good guys? Is that what your question is, or
Why how can I explain this more? What was your feelings about playing this kind of character, like a shady kind of character?
Oh, it was great. I loved it. Absolutely. I felt right at home in that Hawaiian shirt. No, it was great. It was great fun. I had a lot of fun. It was a great character, and he was a great fun character because he had a lot of levels to him, and he started out kind of being this kind of shady guy who's kind of full of crap, and basically had to went through this transition where he had to actually be a good guy and help people. So. So it was,
there's a character arc.
Yeah, so he does become a good guy.
We're writers.
And you will find his. Make sure you get his poster. We have his leather loincloth.
I will surely.
I put a sock in there.
I thought it was a cucumber wrapped in tinfoil.
That was next to the sock.
Bless you.
Wow.
Oh, you know my name?
Boy, wow. Anyway,
I have you on Facebook. Of course, I know your name.
Oh, of course, yeah.
What? Facebook?
Anyway, though, that's besides the point. Anyway, to all the actors out there, how long did it take for you guys to come up with the fight choreography, and did you guys suffer other injuries other than just bruises and whatnot?
Oh, that's a good confession. I did all the fight choreography, pretty much. I did have help from some of my actors who are awesome fighters. Peter Jang, the guy who's the Indian-looking guy, straight he's like, I can do flips and kick. I'm like, I love you. So, we had a big, so each of us, basically, kind of the three main characters, myself as Scott and Christine as Valerie, and then Greg as Trey, had one spirit trying to take their body. So we had a big fight with them in the end. So Greg, big guy, fought Peter Jang, the hello friend guy, and they had such an awesome fight that I had to really go out of my way to make the fight between myself and Spike Spencer even better. So we spent a lot of time on Spike Spencer's roof down in Koreatown, on the roof of his apartment building, which is an awesome view, by the way. If you know Spike, go hang out at his place. It's really cool. And we're on the roof doing sword fighting, for a few days. And I actually hurt myself doing that because I forgot to stretch one of those times. So, when you get a little older, try to remember to stretch. We had a lot of bruises. I took a lot of falls. Christina took a lot of falls. But I do know a little of that since I did do martial arts and things like that. So I trained most of the actors in falling, things like that. Worked with Richard on a few falls, and so in general, there was no serious injury, but a lot of bruising and things. Christina can show you.
I look like Andy Griffith trying to fall. It was terrible.
Yeah, but I loved it because I'm going to get a fight choreography credit too. And who else? Oh, Spike has done some sword work, so he helped choreograph our sword fighting scene too. And honestly, I'm kind of sad because Scott is not supposed to know how to use a sword, so I have to be kind of bad with it. And I've been sword fighting since 1995, so I'm like, great. Now people see me on the screen going, hey, like an idiot. But Spike's stuff looks amazing. But yeah, just because he and I both did sword, we decided to have a sword fight, and Christina and Axel, we at the last minute decided to throw them in the water because it's hot. And they did it. They're like, we're gonna throw you in the water. And they're like, okay. So I don't know why.
And I punched Excel in the face. Remember?
There was a punch where
it was bad.
I punched our actress, Christine's evil spirit, in the face.
Yeah, there's a thing where the camera was behind me, and I had to punch her and pull back, and we did it a couple of times, and then on the third time she kind of leaned in, and I just kind of connected with her. I knocked her back on her butt. Actually, it was
I didn't choreograph that.
And I hope we use that shot, Peter, because that would look like a real punch.
It was a real punch.
That was pretty close to the real thing.
We go for realism in our film. Yeah. All right, you, the orange wig there.
Always get the shot.
The cactus to the face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait till you see that whole thing.
Oh.
There's even better with her pulling away with all these needles sticking out of her face.
Maybe you see them getting pulled out of her face. That's the fun.
I think she got the point.
Funny.
Do you have a question about that? What was it? Or you just...
I was just wondering, she really was a pop cactus, or?
Are we allowed to tell?
No. But I will tell you one thing. It's very interesting because before we shot, we did a few these little promo things with Vic and Christina and, and Richard, a few other people. We just shot little videos and talked to them about their fears going into this. And it was so interesting because I just met Christina, sat down with the camera and said, you know, what are your biggest fears? And I had just rewritten the script and I'd thrown this, throwing the cactus in the face scene on there.
Like the day before.
The day before. And I said, what are your fears? And she said, like something like snakes. She said something. The other one was cactus. Swear to God, she said cactus, and I said, boy, are you...
Okay, tell the story.
Guys, when I was a kid,
Story.
I don't know, but I thought that if you touched a cactus, you would turn into a cactus person. And I really did have a phobia of cactus. I couldn't...
You mean that's not true?
It's not true. But yeah, I couldn't be around cactus. Like, I couldn't go to Knott's Berry Farm because they had cactus. It was bad.
There's a cactus guy walking up the stairs towards you.
I made peace with the cactus.
But on location,
I just want to say that cactus guy, what a prick.
All right, the blue shirt in the back.